Self-discipline. It's a term we hear tossed around in motivational speeches, self-help books, and those inspirational quotes plastered across social media. But what does it really mean? At its core, self-discipline is the ability to control your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to achieve long-term goals. It's not about punishing yourself or adhering to rigid rules, but rather about creating a framework for personal growth. It's about respecting and loving yourself enough to prioritize your future over fleeting temptations. This isn't just about achieving success. It's about crafting a meaningful, fulfilling life where you can thrive despite challenges. It's the bedrock that helps you become the best version of yourself. Think about it. From billionaires to politicians, from artists to athletes, self-discipline is a common thread that weaves through the stories of successful individuals. It's the invisible force that propels them forward even when motivation wanes. Let's talk about motivation for a moment. It's that spark that ignites the fire within us, the initial push that gets us started. But here's the catch. Motivation is often fleeting. It's like a roller coaster ride, up one moment, down the next. You might feel inspired today, but find yourself dragging your feet tomorrow. That's where self-discipline comes in. It's the sturdy bridge that carries you across the chasm of doubt and procrastination. Take Elon Musk, for example. The man is known for his relentless work ethic, often clocking in 80 to 100-hour work weeks. He doesn't rely on motivation to keep him going. Instead, he leans on his discipline. Musk once said, "Visions don't just happen. They are realized through steady effort and unrelenting focus." That's the essence of discipline. It's not a temporary feeling. It's a foundation for sustainable effort. When motivation fades, discipline remains. It's the quiet, persistent force that ensures you keep moving forward, one step at a time. Now let's dive deeper into the journey of self-discipline. A critical component of that journey is finding your purpose. What drives you? What gives your life meaning? For many, discovering their purpose can be transformative. Look at Malala Yousafzai, for instance. She's a beacon of courage and resilience, fighting for girls' education in the face of unimaginable adversity. Born in Pakistan, Malala faced persecution from the Taliban, who sought to silence her voice. At just 15 years old, she was shot in an assassination attempt, but survived. Instead of letting fear dictate her future, she turned that harrowing experience into a powerful motivation to advocate for education worldwide. Through the Malala Fund, she has provided countless girls with opportunities to learn and grow. Her discipline is deeply tied to her vision of a world where every girl has the right to education. When you identify what gives your life the greatest meaning, you can use that as a compass to navigate life's challenges. Ask yourself, what am I passionate about? What do I want to contribute to the world? Let that answer guide you, and you'll find that self-discipline becomes an integral part of your journey. But committing to yourself is where the magic truly begins. Self-discipline starts with keeping promises to yourself, no matter how small. Consider Kathrine Switzer, the first woman to run the Boston Marathon in 1967. At a time when women were largely excluded from long-distance races, she decided to break the mold. Kathrine committed to training every single day, regardless of weather conditions or societal expectations. She faced opposition and skepticism, but her commitment to herself never wavered. On race day, she not only finished the marathon, but also shattered stereotypes and opened doors for countless women in sports. From Kathrine, we learn an invaluable lesson. Discipline isn't just about achieving goals. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable of so much more. Break your big goals into small, manageable steps. Every action, no matter how trivial it may seem, brings you closer to your aspirations. Make a promise to yourself today, no matter how small, and stick to it. It's these micro-promises that build the foundation for lasting self-discipline. Now let's talk about consistency. It's the secret ingredient that transforms self-discipline from a fleeting concept into a lasting habit. Discipline doesn't stem from a one-time effort. It's cultivated through daily practice. Think about Marie Curie, the first scientist to win 2 Nobel Prizes in 2 different fields. Her journey was not without challenges. She spent years in the lab, working tirelessly with tons of ore to extract just a few milligrams of radioactive material. Financial struggles, dangerous working conditions, and societal barriers could have easily deterred her, but they didn't. Marie Curie exemplified the power of perseverance, demonstrating that even the smallest daily actions could lead to groundbreaking discoveries. It was her unwavering consistency that led her from small experiments to revolutionary achievements. Each day, she took one small step closer to her goals. You can do the same. Commit to taking action every day, even if it's just a tiny step. Over time, those small actions accumulate, leading to significant progress. I want to talk to you today about something that's at the heart of every successful journey, every goal achieved, and every dream realized: discipline. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Discipline sounds rigid, it sounds boring, and it definitely doesn't sound like something that's going to set your world on fire. But here's the truth. Discipline is the bridge between aspirations and achievements. It's about focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Think about Michelle Obama for a moment. Here's a woman who stepped into the spotlight and faced a barrage of gender and racial biases. She didn't let those obstacles define her. Instead, she focused on what she could control, drafting policies, organizing awareness campaigns, and tirelessly working to make a positive impact on education and public health. When she said, "I focus on doing what I know is right," she was laying down a powerful blueprint for all of us. You see, discipline starts with that very mindset. It's about taking action, about digging your heels in, and doing what you know needs to be done, regardless of the noise around you. When you encounter setbacks or negativity, it's easy to get distracted, to lose sight of your goals and your vision. But that's where discipline comes in. It's your anchor, your guiding star. Instead of worrying about the biases or criticisms you can't change, redirect your energy into actionable steps that propel you forward. Let's take a moment to talk about Jeff Bezos. Back in the 1990s, when he launched Amazon as an online bookstore, the critics came out in droves. People mocked him, saying it was a harebrained idea that would never work. They predicted his downfall. They laughed at his ambition. But Bezos didn't let that negativity derail him. He focused on his long-term vision, and look where that discipline got him. Amazon is now one of the largest companies in the world. Bezos once said, "If you only listen to people who say you will fail, you will never get very far." That's the essence of discipline, ignoring the naysayers and keeping your eyes on the prize. But let's be real for a moment. It's not always easy to ignore negative criticism. It can sting, it can linger, and it can make you second-guess yourself. That's why it's crucial to differentiate between constructive feedback and unfounded criticism. Think of constructive feedback as a mirror. It reflects areas for improvement. But view unfounded criticism as mere noise in the background. Don't let it derail your journey. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing towards your goals, and let your success be the loudest response to the doubters. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about the power of role models. Learning from those who have gone before you is a powerful way to build discipline and success. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He looked up to Edwin Land, the founder of Polaroid, who was a master at blending technology with art. Jobs admired Land's creative vision and applied that thinking to Apple's development strategy. He understood that discipline isn't just about individual effort, but also about learning from and collaborating with others. Ask yourself, who has walked the path you want to tread? What can you learn from their journey? Their experiences could provide you with the inspiration and guidance you need to practice discipline in your own life. Now let's get a little introspective here. At the end of each day, I encourage you to take a moment to evaluate yourself honestly. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? Where did I stumble, and why? What can I do better tomorrow? Self-reflection isn't about criticism, it's about clarity. It's a chance to see your weaknesses and your strengths clearly. But don't be harsh or overly critical. See it as an opportunity to grow. When you're honest with yourself, discipline transforms from a burden into a journey of self-discovery, helping you uncover the best version of yourself. Remember, tomorrow begins with the thoughts you sow tonight. Now let's talk about the relationship between discipline and habit. Discipline is a tool to build habits, and habits in turn help you maintain discipline without relying on constant willpower. Think about it. When you repeat an action long enough, it becomes automatic. This saves you mental energy and makes it easier to achieve your goals. Take Stephen King, for instance. He admitted that he wrote 6 pages a day, regardless of whether inspiration struck or not. At first, he had to discipline himself to stick to that schedule, but eventually writing became an indispensable habit. This habit didn't just sustain his career, it defined it. It's this habit that helped him publish over 60 books in his career. So where do you start? Begin with small, manageable habits. Maybe it's writing for just 10 minutes every day, or doing a quick workout in the morning. Use your discipline to push through those initial struggles, and once that habit is formed, it will carry you forward, automating your journey and helping you reach your goals without that constant internal battle. Time management is another crucial aspect of building discipline. When you control your time, you create space for disciplined habits and focus on your long-term objectives. One effective method is time blocking, which many successful leaders, including Elon Musk, use. With this method, you divide your day into fixed blocks of time dedicated to specific tasks. For instance, you might allocate 30 minutes for planning, an hour for studying, and 15 minutes for checking emails. By committing to this schedule, you develop discipline and minimize distractions, which in turn enhances your productivity and propels you closer to your goals. Self-discipline is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a long-term journey that requires persistence, self-awareness, and a commitment to yourself. Start with small changes and let discipline guide you to become the best version of yourself. And before I wrap up, don't forget to follow the Empowerment Vibe Chronicles channel for more meaningful and inspiring lessons on your personal development journey. Remember, we're in this together, and every step you take brings you closer to the life you envision for yourself. Let's embrace discipline and make it a powerful ally in our quest for growth and success. Are you ready? Let's get started.